Hey, this is Mark Washington, MTC Media here. Georgetown, George Washington. These teams hardly cross paths. They'll be crossing paths tonight in the exhibition. Year 3 for Ed Cooley, year 4 for Chris Caputo. Both of those coaches have the best rosters they've had since they've been at their program. Both of them took over situations that weren't ideal. So it wasn't like they were inheriting these great situations here. For Georgetown tonight, I would not be surprised if you don't see Langston Love, Vince Uwachukwu, or Jeremiah Williams tonight. I know all three have had some injury issues we will have to see in warm-ups. Stay on my social media as warm-ups happen to see who is participating. We will be back after this brief message. So MTC Media and Communications is more than just basketball. We provide services not only in data analysis, data illustration, but also web design, UX, UI, accessibility, and everything in your digital communications area. So be sure that you take a look at how to contact us here and give us a shout so we can fulfill your needs. Mark Washington back here. To no surprise, Georgetown will be built around defense, which starts with the guards. Deshaun Harris-Smith obviously has that defensive reputation from his time at Maryland. KJ Lewis is also a case for guys who did not see him at Arizona. Him and Deshaun Harris-Smith in the backcourt, that would be one heck of a defensive pairing. Malik Mack's defense is something to look for because Mack is going to be asked to do so much with his team on both ends. It's simply how the roster is constructed, but he has to make a jump defensively also and be more efficient in certain areas. Remember now, when Georgetown was switched 1 through 4, 1 through 5 last year, Big East's opponents were seeking out a switch to get Mack in those disadvantaged situations, so to speak. So that's something to keep your eye on, not only tonight, but throughout the season. On the wing, part of the reason why they brought in Isaiah Abraham, he's a guy who can guard probably 2-3, certain times 4, but really a 2-3 guy that you can switch with. Long arms, loves to get out and run, defensively motivated on all levels. And of course, Caleb Williams, who last year switched 1 through 4 at times depending on the opponent. He is one of those position type of defenders. He's not overly athletic, he's not overly fast, but he's always in the right place. And obviously when Big Vince is healthy, you have the guy that's a rim protector, guys who can do make up for some mistakes, make up for dribble penetration. When we get back, we're going to jump over on what to see on offense. So this is the places where to keep up with all the MTC Media Sports content, everything that we put out there, links to all our articles. Some stuff is exclusively for our social media. So take a look at the list and join us there. So what to see on offense tonight? If Love, Vince, and Williams are out, I expect for the Warriors offense really to come in transition and on actions that they can successfully generate. They don't have a lot of guys who can get their own shot on this. There's not a lot of breakdowns, guys who get things off the schedule. Lewis and Mack are penetrators. Lewis is really based on strength. It's not quickness. I mean, he's built like a running back, to be honest with you. He can get to his spots because he can out-muscle you, and he sets up his moves, whereas, Mack is more of a in-the-bag guy. He can beat you with quickness in small spots. And that's going to be very, very, very important throughout the season because when Georgetown's fully healthy, you have Caleb Williams, who is a catch and shoot on one wing. You have Langston Love, who is a catch and shoot on the other wing. So again, for tonight, you're probably not going to see it. But as the season goes on and those guys, their regular guys, get healthy, you'll understand why they're running, what they're looking to get, and those type of things. We will be back after a brief message. Exhibitions can be times where guys are out here trying to compete for playing time. That end of the rotation, you're going to see a lot of guys going at each other, trying to earn those minutes. three that you want to really focus on tonight is Jaden Ford, Seal Deal, and Kayvon Mulready. All three of those guys, they're trying to compete for minutes. For Ford, it is to continue to get downhill like he's getting in practice, not being cute, getting to the front of the rim. He has like a set shot, so I wouldn't so much think of him as being a perimeter guy right now, but he is going to try to get to the front of the rim as much as possible. Also, part of his responsibility is dominate the boards and defend without fouling. So those are things to take a look for Big Seal. Rebound. This team will have times where they're going to be challenged rebounding. Seal is one of those guys that look for rebounding, and can he score when he's in contest? We have seen time and time again when Seal's in the lane and there's a lot of arms, a lot of bodies, and all this sort of stuff, he does not use his body. And what ends up happening is he's missing layups, he's missing over contest, he's missing those things that you have to improve on his side, at his size. And Kayvon already, there's at times where nobody has shot better in practice from three than Mulready. His shooting from last year to this year has improved so much. And last year he was hurt a lot. Let's be fair, he was hurt a lot. But his catch and shoot game has improved so much. Now it's the other things. Can he defend? Can his shot selection be what it should be? Those are the next step for him. But all three of those guys are competing for playing time. When we get back here, what to look for tonight and what the keys are. What to look for tonight on offense, look at what Abraham and Harris Smith are doing. Can Harris Smith get downhill and play bully ball and get to the front of the rim? And for Abraham, he is a slot/wing three-point shooter. How good is he in those slot and wings on catch and shoot opportunities? Second, the lead guard position. We all know that Georgetown truly does not have a traditional lead guard. How do they manage those minutes? Who gets those lead guards? Who does those things? And last but not least, three-point shooting. All summer's been talked about. This team is challenged shooting from the perimeter. We'll have to see what their three-point shooting looks like tonight going forward. This is Marcus Washington from MTC Media.